This is Umar for BoxNation in association with Global Next Thread. I've got Mr. High Bet himself with me, the Haymaker, David A.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you, David. How are you?
Not bad. Life's good. Feeling good.
Well, let me ask about another potential threat to Alexander Usyk, and that's Agit Kabayel, who returns in Germany January 10th in his homecoming fight. Later on next year, if they were to meet Usyk and Kabayel, how much of a chance would you give Agit in that fight?
I'd give him a shot for sure. He's been there. He's been bubbling under the surface. In the world, in the levels. So he's fought some good names. He's fought the guys people want to avoid, and he's done it in good style. And the fight against Zhang was great. It was a tough fight for him, but he chopped him down and proved he can. Not only beat these big guys, but he can take them out. So I think he's another guy like Parker. He's taken tough fights, maybe not high profile fights, but he's taken tough fights against guys with great records, the guys everyone else wanted to avoid, and here he is still unbeaten. And it's I think he deserves a shot at some stage. If he can win his next fight, he should be right up there.
He is regarded as possibly the best body puncher in the heavyweight division, and it's no secret that Usyk's not the massive fan of shots to the body, so that could be a key for Agit
No,
Kabayel.
no one's a fan of taking shots to the body. I've never heard of the founding member of the Body Shot Society. No, I, Cavaliel has a great chance. He's a very experienced international amateur professional. Never, he hasn't been given the easy route, taken all the most awkward fights, and he's still here. He's still looking good, and I definitely think he deserves a shot next year if he can stay unbeaten and stay on course. But yeah, he's definitely a threat for the heavyweight division.
Well, I've covered Kabayel. There's another threat looming for Usyk, and that's our 20-year-old prodigy in Moses Itauma. I know you believe that he's got to take a few more steps before he gets to Alexander Usyk, and that will involve Jermaine Franklin on January 24th in Manchester. It's good to see Moses actually lock in an opponent because it seems like the hardest job in the world to get in with someone. But Jermaine Franklin, do you think that's a good match for him at this stage?
I think it's a great match. It's someone who's shown their resilience, someone who's proven it at a good level, sort of a world fringe level. He's been in there. Remember the fight against Dylan White? He looked. It was a Dylan won the fight clearly on points, but I think the fight was closer than the scorecard reflected, and he gave a great account of himself. He's awkward. He throws tricky shots, and he seems tough and durable. So I'm assuming Franklin will be able to, at least give Moses 6 to 8 rounds in this fight, where we can see more of Atoma and he can sort of express himself more. And because up until this point, as soon as he throws some punches, people fall over, particularly as we've gone up in level. So hopefully, Frank will be able to slide and make it a bit ugly for him, get him to more of his arsenal out.
What if Moses actually goes in there on Jan 24th and gets rid of Franklin in 2 or 3 rounds? Then what?
Then we need to find someone tougher for Moses to fight. They don't get any more sort of seasoned in terms of fringe world class. Franklin took Dylan White the distance, and it was a close fight. And if Moses is able to treat him like he treated Dylan White by just wiping him out in one round, then it won't show us anything we don't already know, but it will just reconfirm his punch power and his potential. But hopefully, Franklin's going to come in there with some sort of game plan, and he's going to try something different, and won't get sparked in the first by the first punch.
In your head, David, if you were mapping out Moses 2026, so whether he goes rounds with Franklin or gets rid of him early, what other 2 or 3 opponents would you want to see him in with?
Um, Agit Kabayel would be a great fight. Whether they'll take that fight or not, I don't know. So people like that, but or even his stablemate Wardley, that I think would be a great fight. Maybe not now, maybe down the line. Maybe they can both go in different. There's only one champion at the moment, so it's not like they can go after different belts. They're gonna have to fight each other soon, but that would be interesting. I'm not sure how they spar with each other when they've worked with each other in the past. So
What about Joe Parker?
yeah, yeah. Joseph Parker. off the strength of his last fight, he was winning the fight on points and got stopped. The referee, could have given the benefit of the doubt, didn't. So yeah, that could be a fight. It'd be a tough fight. It'd be a tough fight. Off coming off a loss. But if Parker wants to get back in there in the mix, that would be a great way to do it. And he's proven in the past he's willing to fight anybody. So yeah, that could be a great option. To be honest, should be a matchmaker.
Bacoli?
Yep. Yeah, Bacoli. Yeah, what's he up to at the moment? Bacoli, has he got anything?
I'm not sure, to be honest. No, nothing.
Getting taken out, kind of devalued his stock, getting taken out and around by Parker. So I think definitely, Parker or Agit Kabayel would be very, very interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, sure.
Listen, I can't let you go without asking you this. What actually goes through your head when you hear that Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul are confirmed basically to fight? That's just so bizarre.
It's more disbelief. I heard it a couple of months back. It was kind of brought up and I didn't really pay any attention to it, but I'm hearing from people who know about boxing, who are in the industry, they're saying, no, this is a fight that's being made. The relevant parties are doing the deal for this fight. And if it can be made, it's going to be a massive, massive spectacle. Anthony Joshua will be a massive 100-1 favorite, in my opinion. Not sure what the rules are going to be. Is it going to be sanctioned? Is it going to be an exhibition? Are you allowed to knock out the other person? Remains to be seen, but I'll be tuning in for sure.
I think one of the rules should be that Anthony has to go in with a blindfold, to be honest.
Yeah, it's everything. A lot of the advantages are stacked. Pretty much all of the advantages are stacked in AJ's corner. The experience. He's got the size, the speed, the knowledge. He's been there, seen it, done it. And Jake Paul's a relative novice to box. And if you look at his opponents and who they've beaten, who he's beaten, he's fighting, a 58-year-old Mike Tyson. You can't really count that. He's fighting mixed martial arts fighters who don't have a boxing background, bare knuckle fighters, not a boxing. It's hard to make a case for why Jake Paul has a chance to win a round, let alone the fight.
Absolutely. Well, listen, thank you very much to yourself. Always a pleasure. Thank you to Haye as well. And no doubt we'll catch up soon, David. God bless.
Definitely. All the best, mate. Bye.
Take care. Bye, mate.